What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the WARFRAME video. So today we're going over Umbra Tankaroo. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, we're going over the Kahl missions today. Specifically, Sneaky Sabotage. And it's not very fun, especially the whole, hunting down collectibles. It's actually so unfun that I'm not going to even recommend you do it right now, for a multitude of reasons. But before we get into it, make sure you're subbed to the channel, all that. Make sure to live stream as well. We will have lots of live streams going forward, not involving this weekly Kahl mission. I hope DE patches. Alright, so we're going to show you how to do the weekly Kahl mission. The first one, there will be 3 different ones. And keep in mind, if you do want to access the later levels of the Kahl mission, you will need to complete the first mission as well. This Sneaky Sabotage mission is the prerequisite to the previous, or to the next one, which is going to be some second step. So, to get access to Kahl, you need to beat the new war. And once you beat the new war, you need to beat the Veilbreaker quest. Once you've beaten the Veilbreaker quest, Kahl will be outside your ship on the Drifter's camp. This guy right here will not be here. You need to beat one of the Veilbreaker Kahl missions before this vendor appears. This vendor's named Chipper, and he's got the stuff you'll be spending your new resource on. The new resource is called stock. And the only way to get it is by doing these Kahl missions, and you can get more of it by completing specific Kahl challenges. You will rank up, it seems like 1 per week. We don't actually know. This is the first week currently. 1 rank per week. You start rank 0. So this is rank 1 right here. You get access to the Syndicate systems and the Slatra. Next week, so we'll talk about what next week actually means for these missions. Next week you'll get access to the Archon mods. The week after that you'll get access to the Syndicate chassis and the Agrit, which I call the Pocket Brahma basically. And the final rank after that, like about 3 weeks from now, you'll get access to Syndicate blueprint, Fog of War Ephemera, the Aphentis, which is a spear gun related to Syndicate, and the weekly Archon shard. We have no idea if this is able to be Tau forged or not. No one's that rank. I'm rank 2 right now. We need to rank 5. So 3 more weeks till we can even look at that. Okay, that's what you're going to be spending your stuff on, and here's how you get it. Now, this is not going to be a full collectibles guide because the collectibles are a gigantic mess right now. I'm going to tell you how bad this actually is, but let's actually just go over what you want to do here. So as far as getting stock, you get a certain amount for completing the mission, and there's certain requirements that will get you more. You can have 105 at maximum in 1 week. And as far as what we're looking at here, the 2 challenges right here, complete the mission without dying and without being veiled, basically without dying. And the other one, complete the mission under 15 minutes. Those are just like normal completion ones. The rest of these, you can view these as collectibles. Find the 5 veiled NPCs and break their veil, remove their veil. Collect 5 gene stamps, basically dead Grineer on the ground, but not just any Grineer, marked specific Grineer on the ground, which are random for every player, so that's awesome. Very anti-guide right there. Find and collect Chipper's tools. This is probably the hardest one out of all of them. There's only 1 Chipper tool hid somewhere on the map, and there definitely isn't a list of every spawn spot. There was a good amount of spawn spots here. So good luck finding that one. I'll have a picture of where I found it, but yeah, good luck. It blends in with the map and everything too. It's very, very poorly designed. And the final one, find 4 confiscated K-Drive parts. Now, at least for this one, the K-Drive parts are glowing and blue, so they're not marked on the minimap or anything like that, but yeah. And if you do all of this stuff, that's how you get 105 stock, and also you're going to need 90 stock to buy 1 Archon shard once you get to rank 5. So, my suggestion to you, now not everyone did this, if you were someone that transmuted all these Archon mods, and you got the free Stynex from logging in, don't use any of your stock until you're rank 5. If you have all the Archon mods already, there's no reason to buy any of this stuff, obviously. Just save all your stock for rank 5 to get a bunch of Archon shards. And now that we've gotten into that, let's go over this mission's gameplay. Now, as far as gameplay here, this is for the Sneaky Sabotage, the first one, and the entire idea of this is sneaking around. Also using some of Kahl's special abilities. Now, since this was not my first run through, I already picked the stuff up. It is no longer on the map for me. I'm going to show you a couple screenshots of where I found stuff, okay? So the general gist of this is you run around as Kahl, you have no gun, you have a melee weapon and some abilities. Kahl's first ability is going to be a grenade toss. There's some fire damage, decent for creeped up ads, and there's a boss at the end of this. Kahl's second ability is going to be throwing down a blunt, and it will be some light cover. Not really the best kind of cover, but you can hide behind it. And his third ability is a veil. I guess it's called a Veilbreaker. It's like a shock grenade that will stun enemies that are veiled, or rather NPCs that are veiled, or the Archon Priest Deacon guys. Now, a big mechanic of this is switching around cameras. You will go into the camera as Kahl by pushing the console button, then you control the camera. While you're in camera mode, click on electric boxes on the wall to either, there's certain things you can do. Like some of them unlock locks. The purpose of this is to unlock 4 different locks at the door at the end of the room. Those will be, pretty easy to notice once you know what to look for, but they're like these big yellow glowing buttons on the wall. Some of them will require to be powered up to actually get access to, and the first one we're going to hack is actually going to be right here in front of this, one of these, the staircase you come down from. Stun the deacon in front of the door, hack that console to bring the box up, and then here is that yellow button right there. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for 4 of those. So that's the, I guess technically the second. They give you a freebie one at the beginning. Now, as far as collectibles, one of your first collectibles that you can hunt down is going to be the gene tags at the end of this very long hallway. Now, like I said, guys, it's random where it's going to spawn. It's different for every player. I had 2 gene tags here. I had 1 gene tag here, wherever Kahl is teabagging, and across the way, the exact same spot, but across the way, I had another gene tag right there, where Kahl is looking and teabagging. Those spots could be different for you, so welcome to collectibles. There will be a rant video tomorrow, so don't you worry, but I'm just trying to get a guide out for people that want to know how this actually works. So don't worry about the Narmer camera seeing you. You basically just control them right when you walk in. The only thing to worry about seeing you is the deacon. Now, as far as hidden K-drive parts, where Kahl is teabagging right now, that's where one of the K-drive parts was. I really wish they'd stay there so I could make a guide for you later, but my recording software bugged out midstream and I couldn't record it. Right there is a gene tag spot as well. And in this room right here, now let's actually first showcase the Narmer Breaker. So you throw the third ability at the enemy, and you push the interact key. While you are doing this is the QTE. Jam the whatever button you have as interact, and you will free that guy. That is technically a collectible as well. You need to collect 5 of those. This is the room where my toolbox was located. I wish I had a better shot of it, but here you go. That's what the box was on a different run. By the way, did I mention, this will probably make some people kind of mad, but whatever collectibles you collect, they will not, you're going to be probably doing this multiple times, because you saw those challenges. Complete it in 15 minutes. Get all the collectibles. You're not going to find all the collectibles and beat this in 15 minutes. You're just not. Unless you knew exactly what was going on, because with the RNG of the spawn spots of all these collectibles, good luck doing that all in one run, unless you had everything memorized, like I said. So there are certain doors that are not going to be openable. That door in that hallway right there with the lasers, no one knows how to open that door yet. Don't worry, because there's nothing behind there that you need. I'm going to just go below, hack this console. That's going to lower down the platform. As you can see, there's a yellow button on the wall. That's the next button you'll be hacking. Down this hallway with the deacon right here is another spot. I found a gene tag right behind this box. Like I said, guys, good luck finding them. This is all I can really do for you. Hopefully someone like Reddit or something makes a big map of where everything can spawn, because a lot of content creators right now feel like this, and myself as well, I feel like this is just poorly made. Like, random spots for the collectibles to spawn, and the collectibles are required to get enough stuff to buy the archon shard. Like, this is bad. So another place that stuff can be hidden at is the second level up here. There's a couple different ways to get up there. There's a staircase right there, and there's also some boxes you can jump on top of. It's not necessary, and as you can see, that is what one of the gene tags will look like. There will be a little icon. That's technically a gene tag that will count. It's going to be different for players. So do that Narmer hacking puzzle. This will, I believe, lower down another platform, which will let you hack the yellow button, and we'll move on to the second room after this. So yeah, I really wish I could help you guys more with the collectibles, but the way that DE designed this, it's like, even if I did record my first run, the spots I had my stuff in might be different than yours. So jump into the camera, hack that yellow button, and now there's the other yellow button you opened up earlier. Finish that one off with the camera as well, and now you are good to go into the next room. That is the first room done. Now, I'm going to let you know, there is no collectibles in the initial spawning location or in the boss fight room, from what we can tell. All the collectibles will be in either the middle, bottom, or top part of this room or the upcoming room we're about to show you. So, yeah. Good luck, and like I said, I am apologizing for DE here because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. It's very anti-guide content, and it's also, this isn't really Warframe to me. So I'll have a video out, tomorrow about rant video and stuff like that. But let's just move on to the next area here. So there's also some things with the cameras you can interact with, as far as you can move the like the cranes around and stuff like that. I wouldn't bother with it too much. You're gonna be doing this multiple times, and if you go through a run, you're like, I didn't find any collectibles. Welcome to my life. I probably did this for about an hour and a half earlier, trying to find collectibles, and I've heard of people doing 2-hour runs and getting 0 collectibles. So, really hoping DE, like, unifies where these collectibles are, like, across the board. Like, making them RNG is just bad, anti-community. Totally agree with that. But let's just move on here. We're gonna move to the second room. This second room is gonna require you to complete a special puzzle. The puzzle will involve you matching 4 symbols that are matching the symbols on the wall. Now, these symbols on the wall are going to be relatively hidden. So, what we're looking for here, looking for the control module. It's marked on your map, so it won't be too hard. There's also another hidden gene stamp behind these boxes right here. If you have that one spawned, like I said, it's RNG. And as far as what you're looking to do here, just try to survive. Now, if you do die, don't worry about it. You will revive. Also, Kahl does regenerate health while outside of combat, and he has 1,000 health. So, not too big of a deal. Go to this console. Now, this is where the puzzle comes into play. As you can see, there's 4 little icons right there on this key. There's also 4 different icons on the wall by those keys. As you can see, the top right one, there is a icon that kind of looks like a spaceship. You are going to use the camera to change the icon to match the icon on the wall. They will be different between runs. Additionally, like we were talking about earlier, the camera will control electronics in the area, which lets you reposition other cameras. Just look for things that are blinking and they can potentially open the way for you. We're gonna, as you can see right there, I just moved a lift downwards. I moved cameras, and here we are on the second one right here. The second, the top left corner one is gonna be in this corner. You need to change camera positions to see it. And it looks like I was under attack during this clip, but don't worry, it doesn't really matter. And then switch cameras again. Now, there will be a drone you need to hack to, or I guess the camera will hack it, to move out of the way so you can see what icon it is in the bottom left icon. The bottom right icon is just on the wall. It's probably the easiest one to see. And the top right one, I guess my draw distance was glitched out because I could just see it without even moving anything. But if you don't have the draw distance glitched out like me, just move that lift. It's not too hard to see. And that's pretty much it for this step. Once you complete this step, there will be a weapon cabinet open behind you, and in that weapon cabinet will be an exorgist that you can blast away some MOAs with. Now, the exorgist will not really do much damage to the deacons, okay? How we're going to destroy the deacons will come up very shortly. So yeah, there is definitely plenty of spots that K-Drive parts can be hidden in this room, as well as, Veil-controlled NPCs and gene tags. So, keep an eye out. I'm just letting you know, the K-Drive parts are pretty easy to see compared to some of the other stuff. The Clippers Toolbox, or whatever he's called, that one's definitely gonna need some new visual cues from DE soon. So our next target here is to go onto the top floor and go grab this plasma drill, I believe it's called. This is gonna let you call down and give Kahl a new ability. Press the whatever button you have set. I have G on mine. It will be kind of like a call down laser. That laser is going to do good damage. That will one-shot the Deacon Archon Priest as well. It's also good for AoE if you have a good amount of MOAs that are in front of you. So that's how you can kill a Deacon. In this corner back here is where I found one of my K-Drive parts, right next to the dead Grineer, where Kahl is teabagging the Exorgist. And now the idea is to just run away. As you can see, escape. You don't need to kill any enemies, just run past them, honestly. Spam the roll button. And yeah, at the end of this hallway, you are going to be encountering a mini-boss. Not exactly difficult, but you're going to want to be using that call down laser that call down. You're going to be using that laser that Kahl's going to be calling down. You're also going to want to be using your grenade. If you have grenades stocked up, you're going to, yeah, that hole in the wall right there. If you have grenades stocked up, spam them all on this Arachnoid boss at the end, okay? If you just spam everything at him, he will pretty much easily die. They patched it earlier today where normal enemies will not run into the boss room with you, so it's much easier than at launch, okay? Just to put this in perspective, guys, at launch, there was pretty much no indication where the K-Drive parts were. They've recently made the toolbox bigger, and I'm pretty sure there was other quality of life stuff too. So this is, it might seem like a gigantic pain in the butt, and it is, but it was more of a pain in the butt earlier. So at least we're moving in the right direction here. Yeah, so we get to the end of this hallway. You're going to hear some sinister noises, and it's Arachnoid time. So as far as this Arachnoid's concerned, really not too much, guys. As soon as he appears, he's going to jump on top of this box, call on the laser immediately on that box to give him a good chunk of health down. And I'd say go towards the ship you're trying to extract with. Spam every nade you have, and even use your Veilbreaker stun grenade. All this stuff combined is going to make the Arachnoid having a pretty bad time. Once he gets half health, he is going to, give you a couple seconds, get your call down laser ready. As soon as he gets back up, call it down again, and get a nice little chunk of health there. This will help you get your 15-minute speedrun very easily, as long as you're just like pretty much spawn killing him. Now he will start jumping on you at around like, by the time we DPS'd him, he's pretty much at 10% health at this point. He will jump on you a couple times, just, you know, keep jumping and extra just shotting him. He's not too bad. And there you go. There's the ship to get out of here. And your suffering is almost over. Oh, wait, no, it's not. You need to go find the collectibles now. So, just hope that somebody made a collectibles guide out there, as there's not really any way for me to show you, as the spots I found are different than the spots you will have. But let me just tell you right now that the K-Drive stuff, like I said, look for a blue glow. You can see it basically across the map. The toolbox is going to be more complicated. Like I said, my toolbox location was in one of those back rooms by where we took that guy's Narmer veil off. But, you know, there's got to be at least 3 or 4 locations this can spawn at. Really, really too bad that DE did this. Like I said, rant video tomorrow. And guys, if you're getting frustrated by this, just don't even bother. It's seriously not worth it, guys. If you're getting frustrated by this and it's wasting your time, wasting your game time, just don't even bother, okay? It's not necessary. If you want extra Tau Forge shard or another extra Archon shard, there's still another 3 weeks. I pretty much can guarantee you the next 3 weeks, DE will change this, because the consensus of the community is that this is not what we want to be doing right now. So in the next 3 weeks, when they have this actually fixed, or hopefully fixed to some degree, maybe then you can start bothering with this. Right now, not worth it. It was not. There were many things I'd rather be doing during this gameplay than playing as Kahl. So yeah, don't worry about it, guys. If you really want to know life and get the collectibles, go for it. You're up on your own. I've got a couple of spots I showed you in the gameplay footage, but there's no way. There's no way at all until DE either changes this, or, you know, if we get some gigantic guide. And then if we get some gigantic guide, that's like, okay, well, I checked that spot. Did I check that spot? So it's pretty bad. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully this was helpful to you in some way. I know it wasn't exactly like a step-by-step guide, but it's at least telling you what you need to do, you know. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, and peace.